Hey gang, it's Will from Tested.
And it's Norm from Tested.
And we're joined today by Phil Broughton, Radium Labs, Phil Broughton, Black Blood of the Earth, Phil Broughton, the Stein of Science, Phil Broughton. You may remember Phil from such things as Oktobercast 2013, where he told us about Antarctica and death coffee and a bunch of good things. What are we doing here today, Norm?
Lego with friends.
I'm a friendly person.
You're a friend. Who's a friend?
So this is a week of Lego builds. Starting the first episode today for everyone on YouTube, and then we've already been doing a full week of builds already on the site. Check that stuff out for premium members. But
we turned these into keyboards
in the past,
that used to be this,
in the future.
This is past. By now, it's already a keyboard or not, one way or the other. We'll find out on Tuesday.
We'll find out.
We'll know before you.
On the second episode.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do? Should we just get to it? Unveil.
Norm, we build Lego. We ask our guest Phil what Lego he wanted us to build, what he wanted to build.
Yeah.
You had a very specific request.
I did.
Well, when I went to the Lego store, Phil, I was like, huh, Phil worked in the Arctic Science Labs. Antarctic Science Labs.
Yeah. Penguins, not polar bears.
Lego has some kits that thematically a little appropriate.
I've seen those. Yes.
What are your thoughts on those?
Is there a thing kit?
There is no thing.
No
kit.
thing.
That would be amazing.
There, however, are several builds that people have put up on Brick Studio for people. This is how to build the dog erupting with tentacles and teeth.
Perfect.
Actually, very much incorporating your good friend here.
Oh, a dragon.
Oh, Veronica's dragon.
Veronica's dragon actually is a key part of making the thing dog beast.
Wow. I can see that.
All
You
right.
may need a couple of them, but.
Okay, so
massive.
what are we building
but
today, guys?
you said no Antarctic Science Lab things. We'll talk about that, but that's in your past. We're looking toward the future.
Oh,
And my past.
Far, far away.
Back to Star Wars, guys.
Slave One.
Wow, that is a nice shot right there. Look at that angle. So aggressive.
This is the UCS Slave One.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've already built a Slave One.
I built a Slave One at home years ago.
Tiny
A
slave.
tiny Slave One. Let's put that on the set for comparison, inspiration and comparison. Right there, it's a good place. That was like what, 600 pieces?
Yeah, it was a nice evening.
A nice evening build.
My favorite part. Hold on, can I get it out while it's vertical? I don't know.
Carbonite, Han
Nope.
Solo.
Gravity is not your friend here.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. We're building a new one.
The dream's dead.
Oh, jeez.
Ta-da!
There we go.
Poop and Han.
Hold on. So it's Han Solo and Carbonite.
That's a fancy
But
Han Solo.
wait, it's also Han Solo inside the Carbonite.
I have a Han Solo and Carbonite from the old days Lego piece, which is just a flat brick
Yeah.
with texture, not some
Fancy dancy.
fancy custom sculpted Han Solo
Hey, man,
piece.
This is fourth wave Lego, man.
All right, so I wonder if this one also has a Han Solo and Carbonite. It may be the same one. I'm not exactly sure. But it looks like this is minifig scale at least.
Yep. And with a Cloud City attendant as well.
So you know what it doesn't have? It doesn't have the guy with the ice cream maker.
You mean Lobot?
No, not Lobot. You know what I'm talking about? Phil Broughton? In Cloud City, he's a famous Star Wars character.
Oh.
And thank you. In the evacuation of Cloud City, he's running.
He's the
one
he's
carrying
the
that.
mustache.
Yes.
And then he's carrying what looks like a computer core. I think it's labeled as a
But it's like a Breville. It's like one of those Breville canister ice cream makers that you crank the handle on.
ice cream maker.
Everyone loves ice cream.
There's a
Because it's a sticky situation when the Empire is at Cloud City.
That's right.
well, he's a long-running cosplay gag, right? Lots of people cosplay as him, and there's a group of people that
recent-
cosplay as him.
It's a new thing, but yes, he's become a thing on the internet. But I'm gonna start breaking these bags out. We're gonna work on this. Jump right in. I'm gonna start passing bags over.
Oh, thank God
We
they
have a lot of
numbered them.
table space.
Yeah, this is the future. We'll put these 5s over here. We don't need these for a while. That's either a
9.
6 or a 9.
We get up to bag 13. Oh.
This is the label. We'll show that. That's gonna be the placard.
All the UCS kits come with a little placard. 11. Norm, we need ones.
Oh my goodness.
Am I
2.
just bag storage? Or
Whoa. Okay.
Big old canopy.
There's 2. Oh, wow.
Here goes a 1.
Ta-da! 12.
So we should keep track of, like, there are multiple bag 7s. Some bags will have multiple numbers, some will not. I didn't even see a bag 2 in there.
Here's a 1.
All right.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one.
Where's your? You know what? Norm, I'm
may
gonna
have
grab
already
my
got that.
iPad, grab the instructions, so you guys have a.
Decals. I'm charged. Do you like decals?
No, I can never put them on straight.
I
Not to save
am
my life.
totally on decal duty.
Norm's the decal master. If you want to see some good decal work, we did the
there's 2.
Maersk liner. Oh, there's the 2. Okay.
Oh, you have them.
I have 1, 2, and 3.
You have to do that in every container.
There's thousands of them, it seemed like, and they're all on perfectly straight because Norm has the exact right amount of OCD to make that work.
I have the Maersk sitting at home unbuilt.
It's wonderful. It's a great build.
It's slated for future Liquor and Legos.
So one big book this time.
More on that.
In past builds, some UCS kits come with multiple instruction manuals. This one just comes with the one. I have no problem tearing
That's a
this
big
apart.
fat.
It is
Whoa.
a real big fat book. That's mine. There's multiple languages about the slave one. Here's some insight.
In case you don't know what the most beautiful ship in Star Wars is,
It's the Millennium Falcon.
now it starts like.
I think it's
Wow.
a Star Destroyer, Super Star Destroyer Executor.
Oh wow! Controversy.
Oh, there's a wrestling spot here in front of the table.
Slave one facts. Technical length, 70 feet. Width, 70 feet also. Height, 25 feet. So it's not actually that big of a ship. It's more of a fighter than anything. And yeah, it flies forward like that.
Slave One and the B-Wing were always the two that won my heart for. You have embraced space travel, and you don't need to be aerodynamic for space.
That's true.
Yeah.
But of course, Slave One goes in the atmosphere, and that's something
But
else.
once you have anti-gravity, you don't need
Once you really
aerodynamics either.
Once you really just let go and
Yeah.
let go.
Enjoy the space station.
So we don't need to
Enjoy
know about the
space.
detail. We can look through this later. But all right. So here's the most important thing.
Here's the breakdown.
How this breaks down. I'm gonna put this right here.
Okay.
For you. Looking at that, it looks like, for example, it's clear that bags 1, 2, and 3 are sequential.
Yep. I can start on bag 4 probably.
4 is absolutely be done by itself.
Boom.
5 is what connects. 5, 6, and 7 connect. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And then 8 through 12, 8 through 11 build spine, it looks like.
Yeah. Where's this? I'm looking for the symmetricality.
Well, it's just the wings, Norm. So.
Yeah. 13 can absolutely be built by itself. So
yeah,
I think
it's also like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Here's what we should do. Bags 1, 2, and 3 should be tackled by one person.
Okay.
As
I'd say we start Phil on bags 1, 2, and 3.
sold.
I'll start on 4.
4 and 13.
Here's 13, Norm.
Okay.
can
And then
store those over
nulling
here.
should be
6.
Yeah, if you want to null out
7.
6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's probably not a terrible
There's
idea.
8.
I think 10 can absolutely be done by itself because that's the tail.
Ooh, there's 10, all in its lonesome.
Oh, there's more 10. There's two tens.
Yes.
Here's 5s.
So 5, 6, 7, 8 going in a stack.
This is real deep organization,
Oh, my
guys.
goodness.
Killer YouTube content for day 1 here.
12.
12. Thank you.
Man, there. And if you want to see, hold on. Is this I got the French manual. Oh wait, no.
Lego en français.
It's French, English, and German. Okay.
I'm gonna grab.
You can go to
an iPad.
brickset.com and they have links to the manuals if you want to follow along at home. I'm going to skip ahead to 4.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, let's
start
start,
building.
let's start opening bags.
So Phil, you guys do liquor and Lego at home, right?
A proud college tradition that we never stopped.
Do you knoll?
Noel.
Oh, he doesn't know what knolling is.
He doesn't know what knolling is.
Knolling is when you arrange a brickyard. You organize your bricks by color, separate them however you want, color, size, specific shape. so that it's a more orderly endeavor.
That's definitely not what we do in Liquor and Legos.
Probably.
Because Liquor and Legos has a 2-drink minimum before you're allowed to touch bricks, and by that time you don't. You just get in there, get it.
I like where your head's at. So
If you're looking this up online, this is set number 75060. It's Slave 1 2015. This is a new set. We should also introduce you properly.
yeah,
Phil.
because you're a man of many talents, Phil.
I've done some stuff. That's true.
You've been places and seen things that no man should see.
Been around a bit.
In addition to being a friend, let's hear your
The resume.
yes, the resume.
The dark resume or the actual resume?
Your bona
Start with the
fides.
actual, and we'll save the dark one for episode 2. Yeah, when it's on you, when we can say what we want, when it's not on YouTube.
Oh, okay. By day, I work at UC Berkeley as a health physicist, which, for those of you who
Yeah.
have not been tricked by the Manhattan Project era subterfuge, a health physicist is a radiation safety professional. It is my job to make sure that we work safely with radioactive materials, radiation-producing machines, and protect people and property generally from themselves, and to secure the materials.
So your blog,
That's by day.
Radium Labs, is how I think. Well, I mean, we know you through a mutual friend, but when he introduced me to you, I went and read your blog and got lost in the horrors of the nuclear age, which you kind of document and share in the form of informative parables about ways not to behave around radiation.
Really, they're informal parables for how to behave, period. Because radiation is just special fire you can't see.
Special fire you can't see.
Well, but I mean, that sums up what's terrifying about radiation to most people, right? Is that if you burn yourself with fire, if you burn yourself with really cold stuff, you can know immediately and you can move away from that. With radiation, you don't know until it's too late, which is
Generally, yeah.
a lot of the brunt of your post there. However, but wait, there's more. In addition to your day job, which is, I think, very interesting in and of itself, you have a series of night jobs that involve 2 of my favorite things: very cold things and coffee. Mm-hmm. Do we want to talk about Black Blood of the Earth? Because I think people will be interested in this.
Blood.
Oh, look at the pretty layout you've made.
Yes,
where are you downloading the instructions, Will?
You may send you a link. You on an iPad?
I'm on an iPad without access.
So actually, the origins of the Black Blood of the
Go
Earth
to AirDrop, Norm.
go hand in hand with working at Berkeley. When I first went out there, I was still living out in Livermore at the time, and it was a long commute in at that point. And I had made out of my own enlightened interest that I should probably cut down on the amount of Coke I was drinking, since I was somewhere around 2 liter a day man, because that was my preferred way to get caffeine. And where the hell did that piece go?
Is there any? Here, I'll move some of these out of the way for you. So
No,
you don't
I've
lose the
just
work.
lost track of. And
I'm not seeing you.
you found a Lego butt. Good job.
AirDrop, everyone.
Yeah, I'm not getting you.
Ah.
I just
I'll find
went,
it,
I
I'll
just
find
went to
it.
Brickset. Yeah, it was on Brickset.
I'm gonna find it. Okay, sorry.
No,
Phil,
it's okay.
Continue.
You had a beautiful Lego butt. You couldn't share it with
Yeah,
everyone.
I
But
know.
if they go to the website, they can see.
Yeah. There's plenty of Lego butts on the internet.
Anyway,
your
I was
long
committing
commutes,
in,
drinking too much soda.
and I was trying to actually be healthier and stop drinking as much soda as I had been. There it is.
When was this there or thereabouts?
That was 2008 is when that
okay.
started. And I tried to transition over. I should drink coffee. Except I was adding so much cream and sugar to my coffee to make the terrible stuff near my office palatable. I really wasn't doing myself any favors. It was, not so great.
I mean, the thing for me with coffee that I realized after looking at what I was drinking in terms of soda is that if you drink coffee black, it's basically free, right?
yes,
Calorically speaking.
Calorically speaking, it's, if I remember correctly, it's roughly 2 calories.
Yeah, it's to the point that like the FDA doesn't make you, it lets you round down.
Yes.
So
One,
out of this terrible commute was born Black Blood of the Earth, which is a...
That terrible commute, and then diagnosis with type 2 diabetes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'd already started tinkering with how can I make coffee taste better. And then after I got diagnosed, it became critical to find a way to make coffee taste better without adding all the cream and sugar that I had been.
Just for a caffeine and survival perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
Because since I have a safety role at UC Berkeley, my continued consciousness actually is a life and death matter for some people. That's not the right piece.
Okay, so you applied the full brunt of science to brewing coffee, and you came up with, I think, a complete, in my experience, a completely unique brewing method that uses some kind of high-end scientific equipment to extract the stuff that makes coffee taste good from coffee beans.
Before Radium Labs came into being, I had a extremely large scientific glass collection that I'd picked up over the years because I think laboratory glassware is beautiful.
You weren't making meth, just to be clear.
No, very clear. That's not what the moving people, when I moved to my new place, thought. They looked at all the stuff that was already there because I didn't trust them to actually move all of my laboratory glassware.
Course.
And Israeli man in his early 20s who was leading the moving crew, he saw all the racks that there. Hey, nice party! No. Get out of my house.
Not meth. Okay, so how do you make Black Blood of the Earth?
Well, describe what it is. Also,
it is a cold vacuum extraction coffee. So, in the course of making this, I do my best to keep Black Blood at close to freezing as I can the entire time.
So it ends up being, what you get is either vials or
bottles.
Bottles.
Or if you're truly mad or powering an entire office, jugs.
Jugs of this stuff. And it's coffee, but concentrated.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So
Keep consumption under 100 mils a day.
But the thing people think is, when you hear coffee concentrate, you think about things like, Folgers crystals and instant dehydrated coffee.
Yeah.
But the thing that's interesting about the way you make Black Blood is you don't break down the complex. It kind of takes the best of both traditional brewing methods and cold brewing methods, in that you don't break down the complex esters and the long chain molecules that give coffee its great flavors.
It starts decomposing.
So you end up with a much more kind of shelf-stable cold brew that's also super concentrated. And because you brew it at a cold temperature, it's a much smoother coffee than most people are accustomed to.
I have a friend who is a doctoral student who is actually about to give his exit talk at UC Berkeley this afternoon. So
oh wow,
good luck. Good luck, Ben.
Well, by now he'll either made it or not. So
I think he's. What time is it?
No. I mean, by the time people see this, by the time this is aired, this won't be up for a couple of weeks in real time.
I have no fears for his passing.
Okay.
But one of the classes he teaches is the psychophysics of drugs and chemistry, and one of his best lectures is chocolate, coffee, and Coke.
Oh wow!
For how do the flavors work? How do the drugs work? And he actually in front of the full lecture hall, starts brewing coffee for people with his beautiful Italian espresso maker, and teaches his whole class about the idea of crema, which is
that's awesome.
That beautiful creamy layer that actually has a lot of the good flavors. When he started drinking Black Blood of the Earth, because he was interested in cold brewing stuff as well, he stopped and went, "How did you get crema with cold brew?" And that was the joy of vacuum extraction. Well, by the time I'm done, the grounds are as dry as when I started.
And you get the richness of flavor. And just to be clear, you use really good coffee to start with.
Yeah, from a variety
which
of roasters around here.
And then you build up this crazy distribution network for Black Blood over the years, so that. And I mean crazy in the positive way.
Thank you.
So that if people want to get Black Blood, you basically have Black Blood mules that live around the country.
Oh yeah.
And
host organisms, if you want to think of that.
Sorry, yeah.
I've been a mule.
Yes, you have.
When the first time I met you was at a comic book convention where we met inside, and then we
Alternative
went to
Press Expo.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey man, you got the stuff.
And then we went out to the back of your car and
Yep.
and pulled out from a cooler
Doesn't sound like drugs at all.
vials and bottles, and I transported them to the back of my car.
Yeah.
Shook hands, and a delivery system was made.
Yeah, you had the certain level of nervousness of, Ryan,
sure.
Ryan said I should get some coffee from you.
Are you sure this is legal?
What? It was a beautiful moment.
It's good. It's good. Anything you
cherish
do to
that memory.
corrupt Norm is good.
The Black Blood of the Earth ambassador of Boston sent me an email one time to say, so I just met behind the dumpster at a 7-Eleven in South Boston. You have just given this white girl the sketchiest experience of her life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you're welcome.
Congratulations, I guess. I don't know.
You've had an authentic life experience.
So, okay. So we talked about Black Blood. If people want to know more, Radium Labs is the place to go?
Radium Labs, you can go hit the shop side of the house, which will show you all the things you can grab off the store. And you can go play around on any of the posts on the blog side of the house that are tagged with BBOTE or coffee. And there's
Okay.
links on the side. You can just go for it.
And we assure you it's totally legal. As somebody who's drunk too much Black Blood of the Earth at a given sitting, you want to dilute it.
Try it straight and cold at least once, but not much.
It's
Yeah.
shot glasses, not
Yeah.
not coffee mugs.
I mean, this is the stuff that helped powered us through 24 hours of podcasting
Twice.
twice, at least twice.
I think 3 times. I think you sent it over the first time too.
Oh, that's right. You had vials
Yes.
the first.
Yeah,
And-
but I mean, I don't think I saw through time, but I wasn't too far away from it.
Well, that's because you hit it late, so you've remained human.
The thing about Black Blood, usually when I've had beverages that are really high in caffeine, it's a really unpleasant experience, right?
Yeah.
And with Black Blood, you don't have that kind of bitter, astringent taste that you get with a lot of highly caffeinated beverages.
That's actually
So-
a very good warning. Thank you for reminding me. For, as someone just emailed me the other day, she had someone staying over at her house who very much liked her and had paid attention to her coffee habits in the morning. And out of kindness, while she was in the shower, he decided to recreate her coffee ritual.
Oh, no.
Except he got the proportions exactly wrong.
Ooh.
So I normally recommend doing an Americano with black blood, so 3 parts hot water to 1 part black blood.
Uh-huh.
He did it the exact opposite way.
Oh, no.
That's real bad.
And when she came out of the shower and grabbed her coffee cup and said, "Thank you very much for having made me coffee," she then complained to me as she was vibrating through space and time and heading towards Earth 69, the sexiest Earth, and said, "You can't taste the difference between the dilutions."
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's actually very friendly. So
So be careful.
100 mils is roughly 2 shots. So
When you say 100 mils, you mean 100 milliliters
100
for the
milliliters.
non-science inclined.
Yes, sorry.
Which is what, about
most of planet Earth.
4 ounces?
Roughly
100 milliliters?
about 7.
Yeah. So.
The vials are actually fun because 50 milliliters is just a hair under the TSA limit. So
Oh, that's perfect.
I actually use it as the restorative on long
So you
flights.
brought vials on flights.
You can take it straight through
Right,
as,
really?
as your carry-on.
This is
Wow.
medically necessary.
With
TSA
with
officer
TSA
Japan.
pre, you could just have it in your back pocket.
Again, the Black Blood of the Earth ambassador of Boston, she actually has a flight jacket that she wears everywhere. She just had 2 vials sitting in the pen pocket for her jacket, and upon arrival in Melbourne, after flying from Boston,
Oh boy.
she just reached one, cracked a vial. Okay, I can now handle going to baggage claim in another country.
Oh, nothing like clearing customs with a little bit of jitter to you. That'll really help your process when you go into a new country.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really find black blood makes me jittery.
Are there any areas of the world where you would not recommend? Like, should people take Black Blood to Dubai or United Arab Emirates or Singapore? Places you would recommend against trying the Black Blood.
There are a couple places it's not that I can't ship, it's just it won't successfully ship. And there are amusing stories with that. For when active operations were going on a lot more in Iraq, there were lots of soldiers who were ordering black blood to their camps out there.
Nice.
And while you can totally ship through military mail, depending upon where you are in the world is where it will get routed before it gets to you.
It's also slow too, right?
Yes.
So you try to keep
But
it.
actually-
You try to keep it cold during shipping, or not so
fun-
much?
Depending where you are, military priority mail may actually run faster than normal priority mail. I got no good explanation for that. But if you're at a forward operating base, good luck. You may not see it for a month
Yeah, I mean, we used to send
as the
packages.
mail chest chases you.
We used to send. I mean, just the thing that we found is that if you're sending stuff to forward operating bases, it's easier to just say NEGI at forward operating base, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you put some
inside.
packages inside, and it kind of finds its way.
But depending upon where you are is how it will end up routing.
Oh, like where you are and where it's being sent from. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
For example, at the time, there was a forward operating base that was south of Baghdad near Kuwait, and all military mail that was shipped out would route through Kuwait, maybe Bahrain first before it went out to that base. If you were in northern Iraq, you routed through Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And something I discovered after someone complained they hadn't gotten their shipment, and I apologized, refunded it. And then it showed up to me 3 months later, returned, stamped with something in Turkish on it. And what the hell am I building?
No drugs is what it said in Turkish.
No, that is not
Oh, no.
what it said in Turkish. I got someone who spoke Turkish because
Well, you're at Berkeley. You can do that.
that's the joy of having a good language program out there.
Yeah.
And she laughed and said, "It's stamped morally questionable materials."
Never has anything been more true, Phil.
On the basis that any fluid coming from the West is probably alcohol, and thus forbidden.
It's a validation of sorts.
It is.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd kept that.
Mission accomplished, I think, is what I would put on that one if I were you.
Okay. Okay. Exciting.
So I flipped through the PDF a little bit, and there are definitely subsections. Bags 11 and bags 12 can be built independently as well.
Okay.
You need more bags?
Well, no,
Oh,
I'm
okay, you have
good.
12 over
I'm
there.
good. I got 12 over here. Those are the sides of the tail.
Okay, that's what that's.
I'm building the bow, I guess. Do you think in the Slave One, like we never see inside the Slave One really?
No.
Do you think it's
You
a
get to see
ship?
inside the canopy.
A little bit.
Django
Sliding
has it.
when
Yeah. But other than that.
Django? Is there a Django in Star Wars?
Oh, that's right. The other movies don't exist to you. I forgot.
I want to know if he like has a little bunk in a bedroom. Like, is it big enough in there to sleep?
No, it's not 70 feet by 70 feet.
70 feet's big.
That's a nice studio.
70 feet is like
But that cockpit's already real big, and it rotates. He's standing up.
but it's like a private jet is 70 feet by 70 feet, and you can fit 12 people in beds and stuff in there.
He must have
So-
a bed. He must have a bathroom at least.
Yeah, he's got it.
The suit doesn't take care
Nobody
of that.
poops in Star Wars. Remember, we established this. This is. Oh no, it's Star Trek. Nobody poops in because they teleport the poop out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a real good point. No one ever hides in the bathroom.
There's no bathrooms in Star Trek. Maybe we'll see some bathrooms in the new prequels. I mean, the new sequels.
A cultured
hope.
place of the future. I'm doing
No
this.
money, no bathrooms. Oh, mistakes may have been made already.
Already? Chan!
Dun dun.
It's okay.
dun.
It's okay.
There's not even any pressure here to crack under.
This is a 3. It should be a 2.
We're coming up on 30 minutes. Do we want to call a break here?
No.
No.
Let's
Push on
go
for a
to
little bit more?
45. Let's go to.
Okay.
Kicking ass, taking names.
We should, Phil, there's another thing that you make.
Oh, yes. I do. Yes, I do.
The Steins of Science. People have seen them and asked questions about it in the background. We have it on the background of our set here that you gave us to represent.
I
But
gave you a pair, one to raffle and one to play with.
exactly. So this is a doer that you have turned into a mug, and again is available on Funranium, I think, right?
Yep, it is. In a way, I really took out of the laboratory what people have been doing for decades. For people in the lab, except really they shouldn't have They shouldn't have been reusing dewars that they've been using for science to put coffee in.
Then they were already doing that.
They were already doing that.
Or
So
beer.
LO2 one day, beer the other day.
What to do? Oh, please, no, never do liquid oxygen on the bench top.
Don't ever have liquid oxygen in general. It's the scariest thing.
Wow, yes.
Yeah.
I happily handle a lot of different radioactive materials. I do my best to drive past the liquid ox trucks as fast as I possibly can.
Why is liquid oxygen scary, Phil? I know the answer to this. I'm just asking. I'm just for clarity.
Because liquid oxygen will happily react with anything you put it around.
It makes everything burn.
It makes everything, it makes things you wouldn't normally think would react.
Adam has so there's a series of questions that Adam gets a lot and Jamie get a lot when they do appearances, and one of them is what is the scariest thing you've ever done?
Liquid oxygen.
And the
scariest thing you won't do.
What is the thing you won't do? Yeah,
won't
and
do.
the famous answer is the liquid oxygen truck exploding and making the road burn, and it's because not only will it make the asphalt burn, but it's also super unpredictable and it won't really dissipate in the way that you would expect.
And the worst thing that can happen is that nothing happens, because who wants to be the guy who goes out there?
Oh no,
figure out
that's
what-
the problem. It's not that nothing happened, it's nothing you can see happened.
Oh boy.
So that, okay, that goes there.
Silent, invisible burning.
Well, what, not that, it's, nothing lit on fire, nothing blew up yet.
Yeah.
So you add a shit ton of liquid oxygen and superoxygenate a whole bunch of organic things around you, you make organic peroxides out of everything, which is shock-sensitive detonating materials. So you described the idea of a LOX truck crashing and setting asphalt on fire. That's not necessarily what will happen.
Yeah. You don't know exactly what will happen, right?
At 25% oxygen atmosphere, if I remember correctly from Captain Bubba's hazmat classes, that's when that would be when asphalt detonates at 18 psi pressure, and I can't tippy toe that lightly.
Yeah.
Asphalt detonating.
Yeah.
I like my roads not exploding, please, Phil.
Explodey Road. Two of those.
The highway to hell. Literally.
Oh, that was a fun movie. I like that. With the Hell Cop.
What?
Did you ever see the movie Highway to Hell?
No, I didn't know there was a movie. I mean, I should have known, I guess, but
Yes. Highway to Hell with the Hell Cop and the demonic.
it doesn't have Nick Cage, does it?
Surprisingly, no.
Yeah, it seems like it should.
If I remember correctly, it has a very early Giovanni Ribisi role in it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and I may be wrong.
No, he's been working for a long time.
The damned cook at the Diner of Hell, where his grill is the concrete outside of the actual diner, where no one can ever get served coffee because the waitress is eternally caught up in conversations and never serves the patrons.
That sounds right. This sounds good.
The cook who no one will actually eat his food because he's cooking it on the sidewalk outside. And Hell Cop, which is the demonic CHP officer with his handcuffs that are actual hands. It's a great movie. One of the great things my dad picked up at 4 a.m. Watching AMC one time.
In the days before Breaking Bad, AMC actually
That-
showed stuff that was good.
A piece may have rolled off already.
Dun, dun,
Norm,
dun.
good God, man.
That goes there. And that goes
I don't see it.
The nice thing about building Lego in a team
Wait.
situation.
But that's just general floor guard.
It's this piece. I need another one.
What does it look like? Let's see. Oh, it's one of those posts. Good.
I'm gonna
Look
check.
under your manual, maybe.
Oh wait, it's in the box.
Oh boy. One of the rules. I don't know about your Lego endeavors, but one of the things we found is that Lego almost never makes mistakes.
Lego never makes. Lego.
They
is
made
never
one
wrong.
mistake for me. 2 mistakes actually. They were missing a piece of the TIE fighter in the Death Star playset when we built that, and then Norm destroyed mine. And I had a piece that was actually bent out of the factory in an A-wing, which I didn't expect. Like there was
I've had some color substitutions happen on things.
Huh?
Although, again, I can't I can't necessarily fault Lego for this because 2-drink minimum before you start building Legos for Liquor and Legos.
It's hard to
That's
tell dark-
hardly where
yeah.
you stop, though.
It's hard to tell dark and light gray when you're 3 or 4 drinks in.
Especially late at night. But generally, Lego's failures, and it's not really a failure, it's too many pieces. They give you extraneous
Yes,
ones.
Oh, yeah.
they do.
I have a
Always.
small bowl full of extra pieces sitting in the
Great
middle
use
of the
for a
table.
coffee mug, an extra coffee mug.
It's the sad extras.
Can I get that flat, the sign? Aha.
There you go.
Yes. I'm not going to put in the sticker for this one because that's
there they are.
the sticker is really the final piece.
The piece de resistance.
All right, I'm almost done with this. How are you guys doing?
I'm, let's say 3/4 done.
Almost. Are we at a good stopping point?
I think this is a fine. I mean, we can give it a few more minutes if you want.
I'm going to finish up the sign, and then I think it's a good place to stop. We'll have completed one bag.
I'd really like to blow my nose. I'm really looking forward to that at the end of this episode.
Mr. Snuffles.
Pretty exciting for me.
Missing another piece?
The cord that will never end.
Oh, what is going on?
Norm, you're not missing pieces. You've lost pieces. Let's get this right.
Oh no, that's just an extra piece.
And
I suppose. Yeah, that's just an extra piece.
3, nope, 1 higher.
Haha. Now we have a base for
Who does it belong to, Norm?
us. All right, we have
To the door.
a stand
Flip it over again.
with no sign. Not going to put that on, but this will be the final resting place of the Slave One, taking place at that makeshift. So it's very similar to that the makeshift sign on the non-UCS Slave One. We're going to carry on. We're going to have more conversations all this week.
Doing great.
Before we go, funradiumlabs.com.
Yes.
FUNRAMRANIU. It's radium with fun in front.
It's
Yeah.
Should we end this with each of us taking a shot of Black Blood of the Earth?
beyond what we're already drinking.
I'm a whole cup in.
Let's each take a shot, and then you guys have to come back tomorrow to see how it reacts.
Because you haven't had any.
We
I
haven't
haven't
even
any.
talked about Antarctica yet.
I know
really.
we have. There's a whole week of conversation.
You have a lot of Lego left.
I know. I would love to get a shot of this.
Phil, you're the only person I know that's lived in Antarctica, and you lived not just in Antarctica at McMurdo, where everything is safe and easy, and like they have a McDonald's or something probably.
You're gonna get my cooties.
Or I'll have a swig or something.
You're drinking straight from the bottle. What is
That's
this?
disgusting.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'll take a.
Here.
I'll take a.
Well, no, I don't have anything.
Yep.
Hold on. Wait, there's got to be some. Oh! Boom.
Boom.
It's. Hold on. Blow the dust out.
Wow.
Yeah, the black blood him.
Wow.
Yeah, you lived at the South Pole for a
Entire year.
Antarctica winter, and the summer as well, I guess, but mainly the winter.
All right, so you need your.
Yeah, everyone needs a shot.
You've lived the thing. Thank you. That's great.
Lived the life, had the dream.
Yep.
Still dream about it.
Used to hang out with Kurt Russell in the old days. We'll be back.
So week of Lego.
Lego.
If you want to sign up, tested.com/membership. See you guys soon.
I've just succeeded 100.